Only one girl is not as of now, Simran. What about others? Okay. So, should we wait or what? Only one has come. How many more are expected? Simran, how many are there in your batch? Are you able to hear me, Simran?
Ma'am, are you trying to say something? Because very less voice is coming. I'm not able to catch what are you saying.
I'm not able to understand what you're saying, Beta. Your voice is not clear.
I'm saying I'm not able to hear what are you saying.
Okay, I'll do one thing. I will log out and log in again, maybe in some, but from my end,
Okay, ma'am, I'll try joining again.
I can make it out that you speak me something, but I cannot like understand clarity of voice is not there actually. Okay, I'll log out and log in again. One moment. Yeah, yes, and then you try rejoining it.
Are you all able to, Dharmadev, are you able to hear, like, understand what I'm speaking? Because previously she was not able to understand. Is my voice clear now?
Yes, madam. Now I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ashish, could you please make me host? Could you please make me host once again so that I can share? Who is the host? Could you please make me host once again? Who has started the meeting from step up side? Whoever, like, please make me host so that I can start the class.
Ma'am, just a minute. I'll just check it right now. Please wait. Give me 1 minute. I'll just call and check it.
Hello.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Hello? Ma'am?
Yeah,
Hello?
Dharma, I have
Yes,
spoken
ma'am.
with Ashi. She will make me
Okay,
the
okay,
host
fine.
once again.
Sure, that's fine, ma'am.
Yeah, just a moment. Once I'll become host once again, then I will be able to share the screen and we'll move the class forward. So we will discuss about para summary questions, right? So summarizing is very important. That is like you have to look at the paragraph, whatever will be given, and then you have to read that paragraph.
Hi.
And the yes, hi.
Hi, Sheetal. Hi, Dharmadev. Sorry, I forgot to inform you. Today will be the verbal class.
Oh, no problem, sir.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine. No problem. Fine.
Yeah.
Have a great
Okay,
day.
so only 2 of them are there, Ashish.
That means only one. I'll just call the others. There
That
are more
means only
students in
one
the
means
class.
what? Only Simran is student. Dharmadev is not student.
No. He's the faculty. So I'll just call the
Okay.
others.
So only Simran has joined as of now then. Okay, she also left. Hello.
हाँ, शीतल अभी देख लेते हैं 5-10 मिनट उसके बाद, राइट?
हाँ, ठीक है, मैं रुकती हूँ. It's okay.
ओके, हाँ, cool, ओके.
Hello. Prityanshi Sharma. So you are the only one there. So let's start as if even you are there. We'll do few questions also, no problem. So okay, Simran has also joined. Great. So we'll start now. Simran, hope you're able to hear my voice now. So when it comes to the para summaries, they'll give you one small paragraph, right? So, and then look at it, then related to this, they will give you 4 answer choices. You have to see which answer choice is giving you the best summary of this entire paragraph. Always remember that in the summary, when you're writing, the main idea has to be there, right? The other content is there, but understanding the main idea of that particular paragraph and rephrasing that main idea in the summary is very important. The answer choice which is not having the, which is not, okay, one second, somebody. Yes, third one is the right answer. So just want to know, have you all done the strategies related to this before or what? Hello?
Yes, I don't think we have.
You have not done the strategies before. So the strategy is very simple only. You just have to read it and see what's the main idea of it. So if you look at it, it says the North American walnut spinix moth caterpillars look like easy meals for bird, but they have tricked up their sleeves. So they are easy meals, but they have tricked up their sleeves. They produce whistles that sound like bird alarms, scaring potential predators away. So they trick and then they are able to send the predators away. At first, scientists suspect birds were simply startled by the loud noise, but a new study suggests that the more sophisticated mechanism, the caterpillar's whistle appears to mimic a bird alarm call, sending an avian predator scrambling for cover. When picked up by a bird, the caterpillar whistles by compressing their bodies like an accordion and forcing air out of the specialized hole in their sides. The whistles are impressively loud. They have been measured for over 50 dB over 5 centimeters away from the caterpillar, considering they are made of 2-inch long insects. Now, the whole point, the main idea of this is what that these phoenix moth caterpillars, they are meals, right? They are easy meals, but then still to avoid, to save themselves from predators, they trick them by whistling the alarm sound. Which answer choice says the entire stuffing? So if you look at the first one, it says the North American walnut spinning moth caterpillars will whistle periodically to ward off predator birds. That's fine. But they have a specialized vocal tract. Is there a vocal tract which is mentioned over here?
No.
No. So that's one part also is bad, means that answer choice is bad. North American walnut spinix moth caterpillars can whistle very loudly. The loudness of the whistle is shocking as they are very small insects. Is it given that the loudness is shocking? They are saying that they use it to save themselves from predators. So it's not the main idea, or the entire stuff is not there. But yeah, of course, they are saying they're loud, but from where it is? It's not the main idea of it, right? The whole point is it is loud to send away the predators. The North American walnut spinix moth caterpillars, in case of acoustic deception, produces whistles that mimic bird alarms to defend themselves. Yes, it matches. North American walnut spinix moth caterpillars in a case of deception and camouflage. There is no camouflage which is given, right? So they are not changing their colors. They are just producing the alarm to defend themselves. So that's why the right answer choice should be third one. Now look at the second paragraph. Both of you. Pritanshi, Simran.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, read the second paragraph, Simran, out loud. You can read.
Those spirits and the form of the people asking useful questions. Spirits is largely to the way of asking questions. The spirits method.
Your voice is not clear. Okay, you can read it in your mind only. You want me to read? They are saying both Socrates and Bacon were very good at asking useful questions. In fact, Socrates is largely credited with coming up with a way of asking questions. The Socratic method, which itself is one of the core of the scientific methods popularized by Bacon. The Socratic method disapproves arguments by finding exceptions to them and can therefore lead your opponent to point where they admit something that contradicts their original position. In common with Socrates, Bacon stressed it was very important to disapprove a theory as it was to prove one. And real-world observations and experiments were key to achieving both aims. Bacon also saw science and collaborative affairs with scientists working together, challenging each other. So here they are talking about what? That both of them, they are using the questions to come up with the answers, right? So which answer choice says that? If you say both Socrates and Bacon advocated for clever questionings of the opponents to disapprove they are not asking them to disapprove their arguments and the theories. What they say that where they can contradict something that admit something that contradicts their original position, right? And they are also saying to disapprove a theory as is to prove one is. So disapproving a theory is also as important as proving it right. Both Socrates and Bacon advocated challenging arguments and theories by observations, and no, they are not talking about that. Both Socrates and Bacon advocated confirming arguments and theories by finding exceptions. They are saying that it is important to prove as well as disapprove also the theory. So which answer choice says that? Even third one is not saying this. Both Socrates and Bacon advocated examining arguments and theories from both sides to prove them. Yes, that means agreeing and disagreeing side, both the sides you should examine by asking the questions. And that is important. And that's what is being told by the fourth one and the throughout the talking about that itself. Now, the third one on your own, both of you will reduce the font size so that you can do all the choices. Yes, done. What is the answer to this question? I told you to do it on your own. This third one, then. Yes,
I
Simran?
think 3.
Yes, third one is the right answer because it covers the main idea also. Always remember that where exactly the main idea will be given of the paragraph. Every paragraph, the first sentence gives you the main idea, right? Then the second to second last sentence will give the support to that main idea. They'll give you a lot of details, description or examples which will actually support and build upon that same main idea which is given in the first sentence. Then the last sentence is actually the summary, or it restates the entire paragraph, or it's a concluding sentence. If you know the structure, you know the important information will definitely be in the first and the last sentence. And in the middle, all the sentences will be building upon that same main idea. So in your summary also, the main idea must be there, right? So what the information is there in the first and the last sentence must be present in your answer also. Clear? So let's have a look at the fourth question now. So let's do it together. To me, a classic means precisely the opposite of what my predecessors understand. A work is classical by reason of its resistance to contemporaneity and supposed universality. By reason of its capacity to indicate human particularity and differences in the past, epoch, the classic is not what tells me about shared humanity, or more truthfully put, what lets me recognize myself as already present in the past. What nourishes me in me the illusion that everything has been like me and has existed only to prepare the way for me. Instead, the classic is what gives access to radically different forms of the human consciousness for any given generation of readers, thereby expands them in range of possibilities of what it means to be the human being. So what do you understand from this? They are talking about what exactly is the classic, right? They are trying to say what is classic, right? And they are saying that this is opposite of what is the previously people saying. So he is giving a new definition, right? And he's saying it means you have to go supposedly. It says contemporary. It's of the resistance of contemporary. Supposedly universality should be there, right? It should go beyond the universal. And it should also say what? It should not be resistance to the contemporary. So first part has to be there in it. And then what is the last part should be there? Different forms of the human consciousness for any given generations of the readers, and thereby expand for them the range of possibilities of what it means to be a human being. So the first and the last sentence, the content is very, very important. Now look at it and tell me, both of you, what is the answer to this?
2.
You said two. Two said what? The classical work seeks to resist particularity and temporal differences as it is focused on the common humanity. Are we really telling that it is resisting the particularity?
Oh, no. I think then 3.
So it's not saying, it says that by a reason of its capacity to indicate human particularity. He's saying that it is indicating the human particularity. It's not resisting the human particularity. So that's why second will also not be there. So yeah, next answer, what you said?
3.
Yes, the classic of a work, exploring the new. Yes, because it is not this as same. That's what is given in the first line. Going beyond the universal. That's also given something what we have underlined, the contemporary. And the notion of unified human consciousness. Unified human consciousness is what? This is what is given in the last part also, right? So it is covering both the first and the last sentence. That's why the gist is given over here. And the third one is the right answer. Somebody has sent the message. Kya hai? 3. So Prityansh has, yes, Prityansh, third one is the right answer. Only 2 of you are there. It is better if you speak out loud, na? Then it helps me to understand in a better way. If I don't look at the answer choices, like your message, na, then I will not know also. Okay, first, I'm not able to minimize further. Read the fifth paragraph, and then once you have read it, then tell me, I will show you the answer choices. Clear?
Yes,
One
ma'am.
we'll do together, one you'll do it on your own.
Ma'am, can you show the options?
Read the paragraph. Now I'll show you the answer choices. Yes.
Ma'am, 3.
Okay, what about the other one? Both of you are saying 3. Yes, 3 is the right answer. Now let's have a look at the 6th question. Let's do it together. It says that for each of the past 3 years, temperatures have hit peaks not seen since the birth of meteorology, and probably not for more than 11,000 years. So that means from past 3 years, the temperatures are hitting the peak, which has not happened previously, right? So the amount of carbon dioxide in the air is at its highest level in 4 million years. This does not cause storms like Harvey. There have always been storms and hurricanes along with the Gulf of Mexico, but it makes them wetter and more powerful. At the sea, as the sea warms, they evaporate more easily and provide energy to storm spawns. As the air above them warms, it holds more water vapor. For every half a degree Celsius in warming, there is about a 3% increase in the atmospheric moisture content. The scientists call this the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. This means the skies fill more quickly and have more to dump. The storm surge was greater because sea levels have risen 20 centimeters as a result of more than 100 years of human-related global warming, which has melted glaciers and thermally expanded the volume of seawater. So what do you understand that from past 3 years, the temperatures have increased more than 110,000 years. Say, pehle, it has never happened. Now, what is the reason for all this? That is what they are explaining. And then they are saying that if the skies will have more water vapor, then they'll be able to, they'll have more to dump also. Now, all this is happening because there is a global warming which is related to human beings. So because of which the glaciers and thermally expanded, melted glaciers are thermally expanded and the volume of water is increasing in the clouds. So which answer choice says that?
3.
Yes, so it clearly says the global warming melts glaciers, last part. Because the last sentence, always remember the first and the last sentence gives you the most important clues from which you can get the answers. Right? Is there anyone out of both of you that you think anything else is the right answer? We can discuss about it. No? So both of you are saying third one is the right answer. Clear. Good. Now do the 7th question. Read the paragraph. Once you have read the paragraph, tell me, then I will show you the questions.
Ma'am, can you show the answers? 1.
Yes, 1. So now I'll show you the next question again. Do one more.
One.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, ma'am, 1.
Okay, 1 second. The 8th question is 1 correct. Now do the 9th one.
Ma'am, 2.
Yeah, 2 is the right answer. Now let's do the next one. 10th.
Ma'am, 2.
Yeah, second is correct. Now do this 11th one. So you are able to figure out like every time the first and the last sentence, the important information is given. So that is what you have to pay attention. Students, they get these questions wrong because they get confused with whatever the details are given in the middle of the paragraph. You should understand the paragraph structure. The first sentence gives us the main idea, right? And the last sentence gives us the conclusion or the summary. So when you know that the last sentence is the conclusion or a summary, or it also restates what is given in the first sentence, and in the middle, they are just building upon that particular main idea. So the content of the first and the last sentence must be there in your summary. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So do this 11th one now.
Ma'am, 3.
11th ka is 3. Yes, exempting from regulations. Yes, that's what has been coming in the beginning also. Containing the editing the endogenous genes is not desirable. Right? So that's all genetic modification go through the same safety. Gene editing cannot be ruled out, right? As this procedure might risk prone. So a repelling process regardless of the method, right? So that's why C is the right answer, or the third one. Let's do the 12th one now. Read the passage and then I'll show you the fourth answer choice also. These small paragraphs are there. Okay, only Pritanshi is there. What about Simran?
Ma'am, can you show the answers?
Yes. Hmm.
Ma'am, 3.
No. It is not 3. We'll do it together. No problem. So let's have a look at the first part. What is it? Should the moral obligation be to rescue and aid persons in grave peril felt by a few be enforced
Oh,
by the
I think
criminal law?
it should be 2 then.
No. So they are
No.
asking a question. The moral obligation to rescue and aid a person in a grave peril should be executed or not, right? Enforced by the criminal law or not? Should we follow the lead of a number of European countries and enact bad Samaritan laws? So they are asking, should we follow the same what the European countries are doing and enact the bad Samaritan laws? The proponents means supporters of the bad laws must overcome at least 3 different sorts of obstacles. So there are 3 obstacles. The first, they must show the laws are morally legitimate in the principle, that is that the duty to aid there is the proper candidate for the legal enforcement. Second, they must show that his duty to aid can be defined in a way that can be fairly enforced by the courts. Third, they may show that the benefits of the laws are worth their problems, risks, and costs. So they're saying that they are asking the question. So should we, the moral rescue is there or not, right? Should we give it, or we should become the bad Samaritan? So there are 3 things which they have to test first. So if they answer those 3 things and they are able to prove, then it is fine. Otherwise, no need. So what is the first one saying? A number of European countries that have successfully enacted. They are not telling that they are successfully enacted. They are saying that if you want to be the bad Samaritan, 3 answers should be given. So it doesn't matter. Everyone agrees that nobody is agreeing. If they are agreeing, then why they will ask the questions? If a bad Samaritan law are found to be legally sound and enforceable, they must be enacted. No, they are saying that if you want to be bad Samaritan, there are 3 answers which you should give. So bad Samaritan laws be desirable. They are, you may want to be, but they need to be tested for legal soundness. What are those legal soundness? Those 3 questions which are given, right? So that's why fourth one is the right answer. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, but the gist of the paragraph should be there. 13th karo. Oh. देखो
Ma'am, 4.
Hello. Hanji. So what you're saying for the 13th it is?
4.
No, do it again.
Two.
Yes. So little bit if you pay attention, your answers will be correct only. Do the 14th one now. The initial ones were very easy, so you got them correct. We do the 14th, read the paragraph, then I'll show you the things.
Ma'am, could you show the answers? Ma'am, could you show the paragraph once again? Ma'am, could you show the answer? I think it's 2.
What it is? Yeah, 2 is the right answer. Now 15th karo. Do the 15th one.
Ma'am, 4.
Yeah, what you are saying? 15th?
4.
Yes, very good. Now do 16th wala.
Ma'am, 3.
Yeah, 16th is not 3. Try once again, otherwise I will help you out with this.
Ma'am, 1 then.
Let's have a look at it. So it says language is an automorphy found only in our lineage and not shared with any branches of the group as such as primates. So they are talking about what is language. We also have no definitive evidences that any species other than the Homo sapiens have ever had languages. However, it must be noted straight away that language is not a monolithic entity. That means it's not single, right? But rather a complex bundle of traits that must have evolved over a significant time frame. Moreover, the language crucially draws an aspect of cognition that are long established in the private lineage, such as memory. The language faculty as a whole comprises more than just the uniquely linguistic features. So that means what they are saying, they are trying to find out the morphology of the language, and they are trying to say it's not just one thing, it's consists of many things, right? It's not consisting of just one thing, but it is uniquely linguistic features are also there more than just, and it has got many things. It has got complex bundles of traits and the time frames which have evolved slowly. So if you say language is derived trait found only in humans, no, it doesn't say that. It clearly said that it is not found only in the humans, right? So this is also language evolved with linguistic features building on features of cognition such as memory. No, it's not saying that only. Language is not a single uniform entity, but the end result of the long and complex process of linguistic evolution. So does this matches?
Ma'am, that's what I had initially said.
So that is not matching now. That's why I'm asking. Is not a single uniform entity, right? But end result of long and complex process of linguistic evolution. It's not talking about the evolution of the linguistic things, na? So this is also not their language as a distinctly human feature. It's no evidence that existence of language, and no, they are saying it's present in the other things also, right? So it is definitely comprises of uniquely linguistic, it's such as memory. It's clearly talking about the memory over here. And that's why second is the right answer. Clear?
Yes.
Now let's do the 17th one.
Ma'am, 4.
17th का 4 नहीं है ना बेटा?
Then it's 2. No, sorry, 1.
Yeah, 1. Now do 18th. Visible now? Let's do it.
Ma'am, 3.
Yes, so you are saying the third one. Why third? It is again wrong.
One then.
No. See, look at this question. Social movement organizations often struggle to mobilize supporters from allied movements in their efforts to achieve the critical mass. So they're talking about what they struggle to do. The organizations with hybrid identities are there. And those whose organization identities span the boundaries of two or more social movements, issues, and identities are vital to mobilizing these constitutions. Right? Constituencies. Study of this post anti-war movement show that the individuals with past involvement in non-anti-war movements are more likely to join hybrid organizations than are individuals without involvement in non-anti-war movements. In addition, they show that organizations with hybrid identities, they're talking about the hybrid identities, occupy relatively more central position in inter-organizational content networks with anti-war movements and thus recruit significantly more participants in demonstrations that do non-hybrid organizations. So what they are talking about, they are talking about that they are talking about certain organizations, social movement organizations, and they are the hybrid. They must be with the hybrid entities or identities. What they do, they are talking about people with more participants demonstrations. Say they are having the different, they are having more of the non-hybrid, the more participants in demonstrations are there, right, than do in the now. So they recruit more participants than the non-hybrid organizations, and there is an inter-organizational content network is also there, right? So which answer choice says that post 9/11 studies what show that the people who are involved in this is not joining this. Movements that work towards a social change often find it difficult. We are not talking about the movement, we are talking about the organizations. Hybrid
Ma'am,
organization.
fourth one says that then.
Huh?
Fourth one says that.
Yes. So if you focus, I again and again say focus on the first and the last sentence. Even I have focused on the first and the last sentence and I got to know, right? Now to 19.
Ma'am, could you show the answers?
Yes.
Ma'am, 2. Ma'am, 2.
Yeah, what is the answer for this 19th?
2.
Hello. No, do it again. It says what? The Soviet power declined, the world became to some extent multipolar, and Europe strove to define an independent entity. Then they say what journey Europe has undertaken to reach this point. So they are talking about one point where Europe has reached. Right. So Europe strove to define an independent entity. So what exactly Europe has done to become this? He has undertaken this point. He has done some journey. They are going to explain that journey. It had in every century changed its internal structure and intervened the new ways of thinking about the nature of international order. Now the culmination of an era, Europe, in order to participate, it felt obliged to set aside the political mechanism through which it had conducted its affairs to 3.5 centuries. Impelled by the desire to cushion emergent unification of Germany, the new European US Union established the common currency in 2002 and formal political structure in 2004. It proclaimed the Europe united, whole and free, adjusting its differences by peaceful mechanism. So what they are trying to say that, so they initially said the Soviet power declined, the world became to some extent multipolar, but at the same time Europe became independent entity. Now throughout the paragraph they are explaining how Europe and what exactly the journey he has taken to become this. Right. So now the first one says the Europe has consistently changed its internal structure to successfully adapt to the change in the world power. No, he has done something like he became the multipolar world. No, in the very first thing only they say that multipolar. How exactly they are talking about? Europe has consistently changed, keeping and changing in order to that culminated united Europe. The establishment of the formal political structure in Europe was hastened. This was not hastened. Europe has chosen the lower political and economic heterogeneity, and in order to adopt itself into an emerging multipolar world. It's given over here towards the end. And the first sentence. Clear? It has to be the fourth one. 20th karo. This one is easy. I'm sure you should be able to do it. I can understand 19th was little tough because of the language, but now 20th one is easiest.
Ma'am, 2. Or 1. I don't know. I think it's 2, but I think it can also be 1.
So it's 2 only because the entire gist which is given in the first and the last sentence is given in 2, not in the, it's not shaky. 21 karo.
Ma'am, can you show the options? Ma'am, 1.
21st. Yeah, correct. Then do 22.
No.
Ma'am, 4.
Yes, किसका बोल रहे हो? 22nd का you are telling 4, it is wrong. Let's do it together. With the Treaty of Westphalia, the papacy has been confined to extraterritorial functions and the doctrine of sovereign equality. What political theory could then explain the origin and justify the function of secular political order? So they are asking, so is any political theory can explain it or not? In this Leviathan, published in 1651, 3 years after the Peace of Westphalia, Thomas thus broke. It's such a theory. He imagined the state of nature in the past when the absence of authority produced a war of all against all. To escape such intolerable insecurities, he theorized people delivered their rights to sovereign power in return of the sovereign provision of security. So then they thought that everybody will have war for all against all. Everybody will start fighting against each other. So to avoid this, what they have done, they wanted the provision of security for all within their state borders. This sovereign state's monopoly on power was established as the only way to overcome the perpetual fear of violent death. So what they are trying to say that there was a treaty, right? And this was actually because they wanted to know that there will be like unity will be there. One monopoly of the power will be there. It will protect them from death, violent death, war, because they will have the security to all within the state borders. Right. So Thomas Hobbes is the person who is doing all this, right? He theorized the emergence of the sovereign states based on a transactional relationship. What was the transaction that they will? This is what is the transaction given over here. He theoretized. So he refers to what Thomas, right? And he said that people delivered their rights to a sovereign power in return of their sovereign provision. So there was a transaction which was happening, right, between the people and sovereign state that was necessitated by sense of insecurity of the people. Yes, why they have done this? Because people were scared that they will get fear of violent death was there. So to avoid that, to overcome that, They have done this. This is what is said in this, and whatever is given in this is what is given in the entire paragraph. Rather, the last sentence clearly restates the same thing, isn't it? So it has to be first. Second one will say they voluntarily surrender the rights. There was no, they are not surrendering it, they are exchanging it. He said that the form of transaction limit the power. There is no limitation to the power. Where is the limitation to the power is mentioned? That immerse people's voluntarily overcome the sense of security and establish doctrine. So they are not voluntarily doing, they are doing it within the chain. Yes, they are doing it, but with the exchange. That exchange is mentioned over here, first one. Then do 23rd.
Ma'am, I actually have to go. Like,
Why? The class is from 4 to 6 na beta.
I know, ma'am, but I have a prior commitment that I had to go to. So,
Okay, 1 second. No, at least 1.5 hours तक करते हैं. 5:30 चले जाना, ठीक है?
okay, ma'am.
So another 10 minutes more at least. Instead of 2 hours, 1.5 hours class will be properly on record, right? So do 3-4 more, then we'll do. At least one part will get covered for you. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Meanwhile, I'll inform them also.
Ma'am, 3.
This one is which one? Which question number it is? 24, 3 is 324 karo.
Ma'am, can you show the options? Ma'am, could you show the paragraph once again? I think it should be 4.
No. Do it once again.
Then 1.
It is 2. Heterogeneity is what? Diversity. Got it? The diversity of the urban landscape, measuring the criteria of defining urban areas and all. The last sentence is given. The human judgment. Clear? Now do 25.
Ma'am, 3.
करेक्ट. अभी 26 करो.
Ma'am, 3.
एक लास्ट करो, then you can go.
Ma'am, 4.
Correct. Fine. Chalo. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.